Oh, hell yeah. We're looking at Solomon Kane issue 3 from Patrick Zircher, who's doing the whole damn thing, doing it beautifully too, the Serpent Ring. This cover's by Alex Horley, and it looks beautiful. On the back, we just got some advertisements for Conan omnibuses, and inside we have digital content for Solomon Kane stories advertisements there. So that's not pretty good. You know, some good self promotion, advertising their own stuff in the thing. You know, sell to the market. Here we just catch ourselves up on the story, which you can do by watching my previous videos. But we got the whole gang here on this boat as they're floating through the waters towards the mission there. And man, I tell you, this book is full of so much action. It's got everything you could possibly want. It's got good tension. The action's fantastic. A little bit of drama, romance going on. I love this scary crocodile here, and then we see this guy just get blasted and knocked straight off, and the horrible implications of what's in the water. But this page right here, I remember when I saw this, I just kind of went, "Oh yeah!" I was like, "This is everything I'm looking for when I'm reading comic books." And this page right here, it just, yeah, so cool. And man, Solomon is such a badass too. This is just a great story. I'm having so much fun with this mini. I would love it. I know that this Zircher fella cannot be firing like at full speed if he's working too hard and spreading himself too thin. But if we could get an ongoing Solomon Kane book, I would totally eat that shit up, and I might enjoy that even more than the Conan book. Because I love Solomon Kane too. Great character, and there's a whole lot you can do with the more modern setting, even though it's still in a far off time. You know what I mean? But also just the quality of the writing and the artwork in this book is just something else. And I love how this son of a bitch keeps flirting with her, and she keeps reminding him, like right here, he's like, "First time you met me, you put a pistol to my head." She do not like him at all. And this bit here with the serpent coming to the priest, who's, of course, as we know, not really a priest. He's how you say, been replaced. So cool, and we saw her in the previous issues, but yeah, this page and scene here where this priestess lady is just surrounded by all the serpent men, as in the various forms of snakes and the sizes, and the one just crawling up over her, and the cool skeletal paintings on her. Yeah, there's something really primal and scary about this, with her just dancing, her hair all flayed out, and the snake crawling up her, just the bone paintings on her. Yeah, really creepy, and just like all these massive creatures, and then the floating snake here coming up and then turning into her staff. So creepy and weird. Just the whole thing. I love it. That is just so awesome. And then we see her all in her full garb, and this page right here felt full 100% comic booky to me, because you get this wonderful bit of exposition where she's talking to her people and having them talk back to her, tell her thing, you know. Just the she says to them, "What is the serpent ring, my children?" And they yell, "The eye of the maker, the eye of Set." "And who am I?" And they yell, "The high priestess, Shakhamet." And I love it because there's a clear rhyme to it, a clear pattern to how it is spoken, and you can see that happening in the scene, but it just delivers delivers the information so well, and it's just a classic cheesy comic book thing you always come across. And reading that page after that beautiful setup of the previous pages and the whole thing with her staff and the communion and all that, just so cool. And then that cheesy bit right there, I just cracked into the biggest smile. It is just so much fun. And yeah, she eats the scenery up. She is pretty great. And in a polar opposite vibe, we jump back over to these two and we see how they're vibing. And you get this great bit here where she's clearly into him, and you know, he's got to be his respectful self, and you know, just be such a gentleman. And I appreciate that about his character. And we get this here too with the massive elephant that looks so cool, and I love how larger than life it's illustrated here. Maybe even a tiny bit larger than it should be, you know what I'm saying? But that gives it just a little bit more majesty and impact, and you're kind of seeing it through their eyes, which I enjoy. But yeah, I really like how their back and forth develops, and you know, of course, nothing's gonna come of it, especially if we looking and thinking long term. But I really like their interactions and how she acts around him, and yeah, I enjoy the contrast of Solomon compared to these scoundrels here, and how they're acting and behaving. But this bit is great because we get this really cool night raid when they're camping. And I like this bit too where they're discussing getting out of the ghetto and breaking from it, and here he reveals that he wants to use the power of the Serpent's Ring to actually remove themselves from that life. So we find out it's not just a scholarly the reason why he's looking for this. He actually wants to use the dark magics, which, you know, that's not going to end up going well. You know. But yeah, this bit where all the lizard people just jump down and raid on everybody, and they just come in, and then Kane just busts out them little flintlocks and he just blasts away at them. Not while I live and breathe, demon spawn. Yeah, that's what I call a good time. And we get this great panel here with the priest just revealing himself with that hiss and then just blasting away. Feel like a little bit too much build up for the hidden plot line of the priest through the 3 issues for it to end like that, but I love how it happened. It went great. And this whole fight is choreographed really well and has fantastic pacing. Wonderful illustrating. And this is really cool too, how, you know, they actually take out the snake that bit him and it just turns back into the priest's staff, and even making a comment about how it's a mockery of Moses, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I do enjoy how it always ties back into the faith, even when things are kind of beyond it. You know, for him, it always still ties back, and I enjoy that. So he's been left on his own. They took all the scoundrels took all his goods, leaving only his sword and his pistol, and they're off to find the ring. However, now Solomon, he's up. He's worse for wear, but now he's got vengeance and hate going for him. He's got some wrath to deliver, and oh boy, will he! I am excited. Here we got the cover gallery. The cover, I got the main one, but here we got the variants that look really good too. This one is really cool. This Nick Markinovich, and the Zircher cover too is fantastic. It's a shame I don't actually have the Zircher cover since he's the main artist, but he hasn't been the main covers, and I've just been having the regular cover put in my pull list. But I wasn't really thinking about it, and it's too late to have my comic shop change what I am having on my pull list for the upcoming issues, but because they already order them. But man, it's hard to say no to an Alex Horley piece artwork anyway, am I right? Because that guy's just like, whoa. But Zircher, as we're seeing in the interiors too, is just phenomenal. I'm having a great time with this series. Such a good time, it just makes me sad that it's a mini series and not ongoing. So Titan, if you can do that, bring it ongoing. Do it, even if you need to keep the schedule lighter, because you got just the one fella doing it, and he's doing other stuff too. You know, maybe make it every other month, or or just a quarterly sort of thing. But I would love to continue getting Solomon Kane stories, because I very much enjoy the character, and the guy who's working on him, who's been doing the short stories and stuff in the magazines and things, the Zircher guy is just phenomenal and has such a great voice for it. So thank you for joining me for the video, and we'll see you for the next one. Take care.